In total, 10 teams changed head coaches this offseason, and only one of those spots went to a minority coach, Robert Saleh, who was of Lebanese descent, to the Titans. It's the fifth time since the Rooney Rule was implemented in 2023 that no black head coaches were hired during an offseason cycle.
Well, I think it's a big issue, and we got to get off of the race or racism conversation and get into the nepotism and relationship conversation, because that's what this is about. This isn't about racism in football, but the history of this country does play a part in it.
Yeah,
you couldn't get generational wealth to own a team.
Yep.
And they didn't get black coaches in this league where they could select those players and understand the leadership qualities and the people that they see.
This network, how in the hell does the history of America play a part in the hiring process in the NFL? Someone please explain to me how the Civil War negatively impacts black head coaches in the National Football League. Someone please explain to me how the civil rights protest in the 1960s impacts a black coach in the year of our Lord 2026. When Jerry Jones is looking for a coach in Dallas, do you really think he is saying, well, we can't hire the black guy. His ancestors fought for those damn Yankees in the Civil War. His great-great-great-great-great-grandfather was engaging in battle with my Uncle Remus. Last offseason, when my Saints were looking for a head coach, you know how many times I thought about race? You know how many times I thought about the ethnicity or the religion of the candidates? None. I didn't give a damn who the Saints hired. After 3 years of huge embarrassing failure with Dennis Allen, the kid playing the drum buckets down on Bourbon Street would have been an upgrade. I don't care who is coaching the Saints. The only thing I care about is winning. That's how normal people, that's how most fans look at head coaches or quarterbacks, players in general. No one cares about race. The only thing fans care about is, can you help my team win? If the answer is yes, great. If the answer is no, get the hell out of here. But for some reason, the so-called stars at the worldwide leader in woke, they continue to be obsessed with race. Every year at this time, ESPN is overly obsessed with the skin color of NFL head coaches. If 10 teams are looking for coaches and 7 teams hire black coaches, ESPN will claim that the NFL is struggling to meet their diversity quota. If 4 out of 10 teams hire black head coaches, ESPN accuses the league of mythical racism. God forbid all 10 teams hire the white man, then we see the emotional meltdowns that we have seen the last couple of weeks in the mainstream media. This is outrageous! Most NFL players are black. How come they're not given opportunities to become coaches? It's so unfair! Believe it or not, Ryan Clark is partially right. Most NFL head coaches, they are given opportunities based on relationships they have built throughout their careers. It's the same thing with players. If you look at the roster, if you look at the coaching staff in Denver, seems like damn near half the players and coaches were with Sean Payton in New Orleans. This is not the WNBA. These are not minimum wage jobs. NFL teams are investing millions and millions of dollars into these positions. Naturally, they are going to hire people they know. More importantly, they are going to hire people they trust. But Captain Doofus and the other woke welfare collectors at ESPN, they want us to believe that the NFL is racist. The question is, why? Make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. Link to the second channel's in the description below. Earlier today on the second channel, talked about a WNBA player admitting that this dump of a league is a laughingstock. But in Sophie Cunningham's public admission of embarrassment by association, she unintentionally revealed the real reason that the WNBA is hesitant to overpay players. Ironically enough, WNBA players and their lack of understanding of this is one of the many reasons that this league is a laughingstock. So if you haven't already, click the link in the description below, subscribe to the second channel. Why is Ryan Clark obsessed with race? Why is the esteemed associate pastor at Woke United Methodist constantly preaching to us about fake racism? You know, most people working at ESPN, you really don't hear about them. There are hundreds of people on TV or ESPN radio, and the vast majority of them are unknown. Think about it. Sarah Barshop, Katie Barnes, Kendra Andrews. That sounds like the roster of the Las Vegas Anonymous Faces in the WNBA dump, right? All you got to do is add Asia Wilson to the list and the roster of unknowns is completed. But those three women, they are working various on-air roles at ESPN. ESPN is like any other network or any sports league. You have stars and you have enhancement talent. You have lead actors and you have supporting actors. For example, Monica McDougal is a supporting actor. How often do you hear about Mo McDougal? Earlier today, I was watching a segment of First Take. Segment was about 15 minutes long, and the only thing Monica McDougal did was convert oxygen to carbon dioxide. They were sitting outside, and Mo McDougal was doing an excellent job keeping the grass alive. Remember a couple of years ago when Monica McDougal suddenly became a mainstream star for, 10 to 15 minutes? She was appearing on late night talk shows. She appeared on The Daily Show with Jon Stewart. Do you remember why Mo McDougal suddenly burst into the mainstream? She started an argument on the air on First Take with Stephen A. Smith. And the basis of her argument was that the WNBA has been ignored for decades because of misogyny and mythical racism. Just like Jamel Hill, Don Lemon, or the Wicked Weed Joy Reid, Monica McNutt used fake racism to become a temporary star. Same strategy that Ryan Clark has been using for years. Again, think about it. Ryan Clark has been working at ESPN. I think he started at the network back in 2015, but Ryan, he didn't really start getting noticed until 2020, 2021. And the only reason he separated himself from the other supporting actors, mythical racism. Remove fake racism from the equation. Give me one example of Ryan Clark generating headlines. Give me one example of Ryan Clark generating attention without the assistance of mythical racism. Go ahead. I'll wait. I do this for a living. I have been covering this emotional doofus for years now. I can't even think of an example of Ryan Clark getting noticed for something besides mythical racism. The point is, none of this is real. It's all an illusion. Look, I understand the need to generate views. I get it. But most people, they try to do it honestly. Most people generate interest based on their talent, their personality, charisma. Unfortunately for Ryan Clark, he doesn't have any of that. So he has been relying on the gimmick of mythical racism to generate the attention that he desperately craves. Problem is, the gimmick has become stale. Now, of course, the gimmick hasn't become stale for Roger Goodell. Hey, it's me, Roger G! Earlier this week, Uncle Roger once again made a fool of himself. He was speaking to the media. He was promoting the Super Bowl and the barely anticipated halftime performance featuring Bad Booger. During the press conference, some diversity deputy in the media asked Roger Goodell about the travesty during this recent hiring cycle. Uncle Roger, I'm so sad. 10 teams had openings this offseason, and none of them were willing to give an opportunity to a coach belonging to a marginalized group. What are you doing to address this injustice? For someone like Roger Goodell, who has been dealing with the jock sniffers and the cleat chasers in the mainstream media for years now, this should have been an easy question to answer. I'm not doing a damn thing. I'm the commissioner. I don't own a team. I don't hire head coaches. Now, give me back your press credential and get the hell out of here. Instead of answering honestly, Roger Goodell decided to virtue signal. I guess he was feeling sympathetic. I guess he wanted to cater to the feelings of those in the media. He wanted the media to know, I am handling this problem. Diversity is our friend. Watch for yourself.
I believe diversity is good for us. I think we have become a more diverse league across every platform, including coaching. But we still have more work to do. There's got to be more steps. So we're reevaluating everything we're doing, including our accelerator program, including every aspect of our policies and our programs to meet the challenges of today and tomorrow rather than yesterday. So we need to be looking at that and sort of say, okay, why did we have the results this year?
Look, there is no policy, there is no rule that will increase the number of black head coaches in the NFL. Which, by the way, why don't we hear about diversity in the NBA? Why don't we hear about black head coaches in the NHL or Major League Baseball? How come the rules of diversity only seem to apply to the NFL? But anyway, there's nothing Roger Goodell can do about this. Years ago, they implemented that doofus Rooney rule, and it didn't do a damn thing. Because NFL teams, they found a way around it. No matter what rules are in place, NFL teams are going to hire who they want to hire. If Ryan Clark was really concerned about black head coaches, instead of desperately attempting to bring attention to himself, Ryan Clark, he would be coming up with solutions instead of complaining about fake racism. You want to know how you increase the number of black head coaches in the NFL? You find more black men who are qualified. It's really that simple. If there are more qualified candidates, there will be more black head coaches. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys tomorrow.